up, everybody? It's Billy here again, and today I'm going to be covering some of these swing trades that I had called out. So the other night, or the other day before market close, I called out RBLX puts, RCL puts, Bros calls, and CVS calls. So I'm going to go through all four of those. Two of them were small losses, two of them were moderate-sized wins. RCL, of course, was a huge winner. One of our members pulled 70% away with it. Shout out to VKK. Good work, man. But let's go over winners and losers. I'm not going to go over them and, sugarcoat over anything. But basically, the reason we're looking at Roblox, we'll start with that one since it's on my chart, is we had no lows, or we had all these lows over here that we've never surpassed, right? And as we did surpass, while riding under the 9, we accumulated seller volume 3 days in a row, but back to back as we broke that new low. So our entry was here, and it might not look pretty now because we pulled up, but this morning it was very easy to just wait and take profits. Ride it open, and we don't always get this, so don't expect this every time. But it ended up dropping right it open, giving us amazing chance in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes to get out of this trade with amazing profits. We're not looking to try and take this $20 down. We don't know what's next. Main level that we were looking for underneath was 55 because that's a level of psychology. And then 52.50, 52, 51, 50 flat, and so on and so on. But zeros and fives being the most important, the rest being just in betweens. But as you can see though, Roblox moving down, giving us great movement. And I think we pulled away with about 46% on this from an overnight swing from entry to exit. And even if you were late on it, it was still 20 to 30% as it pulled back up. So definitely amazing opportunity to take profits at all times. Now let's cover two of our losers before we cover RCL, which was my favorite one. Let me go to the 6-month daily so we're not looking at all that anymore. So basically the main reason for swing on CVS, well actually let me cover this one last because this actually would make more sense if this was at the end. Let's do Bros. That was the other losing play. So Bros was a good dip buy play. We liked yesterday that was still above the 9, still above the control point. As it dipped down to our loose stop loss, we took small losses on this because I didn't want to, hold it too long. But let me show you why we were in it. Basically, it had the trend line break. It had rising volume above the 9, so it was good for initial entry, for aggressive entry. But until it got above this, that's where you get your better entry. So you've gotten it above here. Could have taken overnight swings there. But then we were looking for the retest buy on this candle, which we did not get so far. But this is still looking promising for continuation. If you'd still like to look for this trade, you can look for this over the 4-hour high, which is going to be about 49. Let's go look at that. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's going to be about 51. So if you want to wait for 51, 51.60s, that's going to give you a really good breakout level for open range breakout. But right now it's already looking for a dip buy. But we wanted to keep our losses small, so we lost about $20 a contract on this. So very minimal loss. But I'll tell you exactly why here in a second. Let's cover RCL. So with Roblox making us about 46% and RCL pushing and making us well over 40 to 70%, we wanted to make sure our other plays didn't ruin what we had going. So we cut our very small losses on Bros, and we have our trade here on RCL, which I'm about to cover, and then we took very small losses on CVS, which I'll cover right after this. But we had one low, two low, giving us good base. We had our pop above the 9. We've been all over this chart as it's been recovering, and then we kind of left it alone for a while. It comes back down. We get this 4-hour trend, which I'll go down to and show you. And then it ended up breaking this with a rising volume entry. From day to day, we had more volume, ended up breaking that low. So a very good sign for at least short-term drop. Even if it is only going down to catch a support to move back higher, this is still looking good for short-term drop. Let's look at the smaller time frame. 4-hour first, I can show you. You can see it was pushing down, ended up breaking under the trend line that we had marked. We did not end up marking this as part of it. But this was still good for a day trade use. We ended up posting these as day trade levels in chat as well, because even if you didn't like it for an early aggressive swing, you could still put it on your day trade watch list for passive day trades. But here on the daily 5-minute time frame, you could see it didn't even get up to its pre-market high, ended up dropping back down below its pre-market low, ended up dropping below that next bigger time frame level, and by the time we were cracking under that, we were up 50 to 70%. On different variations of this. If you were up here selling, it was about 50%. Down here is about 70 to 80%. So good job on that if you ended up taking that. And let's look at CVS. So CVS, we talked about the reason of entry on the bigger time frame. Basically, we're just looking for a bigger close over this level. If you go out to the 5-year, no, I'm sorry, I had to go out a lot farther than that. I'm on the daily time frame, and I'm looking over here, and I see the all-time highs at 113.65, and that we have a couple emerging candles over here. So I'm just marking the tops of my buyers, the main shoulder over here at 106. And then I'm kind of focused on my recent price action. So I see I have a recent high here at 106.40s. We closed over that with rising volume. So this still looks good for continuation, in my opinion, but we wanted to keep our losses small since our winners were doing so well so fast. So we wanted to just get rid of it. It's Friday. There's no need to try and risk anything over the weekend. So we'll apply these same levels going into the next week. But that was mainly all. That was 4 out of 4 of our swings that we covered today. And losses, we lost $10 per contract on this one, 20 on Bros, and we made it was 130 per contract on Roblox. And I can't see the other one. Oh, here it is. It was about $80 to $90 per contract on RCL, or more if you held the trail stop, just like VK did. VKK made about 300 or so on his play. So kind of different going on how you played it, but that's why we kept a lot of our slower losing plays as small losses and made sure our winners stayed big. So today we're out of the market with really good trades, and we're not really having to worry about anything over the weekend. But if you guys enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up. Please, it really does help the channel. We've gotten almost 20 likes in the last couple videos, so let's keep the streak going. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.